Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 comeback player of the year candidates for 2020. While you're at it, please like and subscribe as it helps my channel grow. I want to thank you all for getting me to 30 subscribers. Can we grow and get to 50 subscribers by the end of June? That's my goal. Please share with your friends, family, anybody that you think can enjoy this content. All that helps my channel grow, and it allows me to keep on making this content for you guys. Also, I've been writing for a Buffalo Bills fan page. If you want to check it out, I'll leave a link to some of my articles in the description. And also comment down below on any other video ideas you'd like to see. I really want to do what you guys want. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you. At number 5, Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger. The former first-rounder is a 2-time Super Bowl champion and a 6-time Pro Bowler. Over the most part of the past 2 decades, Roethlisberger has been the Steelers' franchise quarterback. Yet last season, Big Ben was injured for basically the entire year, and without him, the Steelers failed to make the playoffs. Ben, now 38, is like Philip Rivers. I don't make the comparison because they were in the same draft class, but rather I make the connection as they both seem to never age. Yet the years that Big Ben has left in the tank are dwindling. But Roethlisberger has as good a shot as any to re-emerge into the capable quarterback he is known to be. With fan favorite Juju Smith-Schuster, a capable running back in James Conner, as well as the under-the-radar signing of Eric Ebron, Big Ben has all the weapons he'll need to excel in 2020. On top of that, don't forget about the Steelers' stellar O-line, spearheaded by Maurkice Pouncey, David DeCastro, and Alejandro Villanueva. Not to mention, in 2018, Roethlisberger in his mid to late 30s threw for over 5,000 yards and 34 touchdowns. With Big Ben having rested and recuperated for an entire season, plus the fact that his talent is not something to worry about, I wouldn't be surprised to see the future Hall of Famer surge back to his former self in 2020. At number 4 is former Eagles quarterback Nick Foles. Last season, the former Super Bowl MVP signed a big-time 4-year, $88 million contract with the Jags. Yet Foles ended up losing the job to Gardner Minshew. The Jags decided to move on from Foles, trading him to Chicago for a 4th-round pick to free some cap space in order to help their rebuild. In Chicago, Foles has an opportunity. After all, Foles is the king of opportunities. Just a couple years ago, Foles took over as the Eagles starting quarterback when Carson went down with injury and ended up leading the Eagles to a Super Bowl win over the Tom Brady-led Patriots. To go back to Foles' situation in Chicago, he will be able to compete for a starting role with Mitch Trubisky as the only competition at quarterback in the Windy City. After last season, I think Foles will be able to win the starting role after Trubisky was dreadful in 2019. If Foles wins the starting job, I think he will be able to succeed with weapons like Allen Robinson, David Montgomery, Tariq Cohen, as well as big tight end targets like Jimmy Graham and Notre Dame 2020 second-round pick Cole Kmet. As we've seen in the past, Foles can explode under the right circumstances. If he's able to win the starting job, Foles has the weapons to not only get it done in Chicago, but rebound to his Super Bowl winning self. Look for Foles as one of the under-the-radar players to take off and win Comeback Player of the Year in 2020. At number 3, and I promise my final quarterback on this list, is Matthew Stafford. Stafford was brilliant last season. In 8 games, he managed to throw for 2,500 yards and 19 touchdowns. If he had played all 16 games, it would have been scary just how productive Stafford could have been. After injury in 2019, if Stafford maintains the same pace he was on last season, there's little doubt he wouldn't win Comeback Player of the Year. Yet why would Stafford be able to keep that level of production up in 2020? Firstly, Kenny Golladay is an awesome first target. Stafford can depend on him for production, red zone effectiveness, and big play potential. On top of that, Stafford has nice options in the backfield to lean on for support with Kerryon Johnson and 2020 second-round pick DeAndre Swift from Georgia. Don't forget about Marvin Jones, who is seemingly underrated every year and has the potential to be a 1,000-yard receiver. Plus, with last year's first-round pick TJ Hawkinson looking to improve in year 2 and Danny Amendola as a good slot receiver, Stafford has the weapons to continue his fine run of form, especially if he is able to lead the Lions to the playoffs, which is more likely than it sounds, believe me. Stafford winning NFL Comeback Player of the Year is not completely out of the question in 2020. At number 2 is Cincinnati Bengals wideout AJ Green. Green missed all of last season and missed 7 games in 2018. Yet when AJ Green is healthy and ready to go, he is easily a top 10 wide receiver in the league, and perhaps even a top 5 wide receiver. For Green, injuries have been a major factor in his career, yet he has still managed to make 7 Pro Bowls in his career. Plus, he has the 5th most receiving touchdowns among active players with 63 of them. When Green is healthy, he is dominant. He's a big-time touchdown threat and an elite 50-50 jump ball wide receiver. With Andy Dalton as his quarterback, Green was excellent, but imagine what he'll be able to accomplish with Joe Burrow as his quarterback. Burrow had one of the best seasons in college football history and was taken first overall, and to match that next to Green's skill set is going to terrorize defenses all across the NFL. However, Tyler Boyd and 2020 second-round wide receiver T. Higgins are capable options for Burrow to throw to, which may damage Green's target share. On top of that, Joe Mixon will be relied on heavily to run the offense, which suggests that Green's impact in the offense may be lowered. Yet, there is no question that when Green is ready to go, he is a top player. Now age 31, if Green is able to get back to his former self, he is on a fast track to being the NFL Comeback Player of the Year in 2020. And finally, at number 1 is Tampa Bay Buccaneers tight end Rob Gronkowski. This offseason, Gronk came out of retirement to play for Brady and the Bucs down in Tampa. During his heyday, Gronk was the most overpowered tight end in the league, acting as Brady's sidekick en route to multiple Super Bowls. Gronk is a 5-time Pro Bowler, 4-time first-team All-Pro member, and a 3-time Super Bowl champion. Gronk's last season was in 2018, but the 31-year-old is in as great a shape as he's ever been. Before coming back to the NFL, he was part of WWE wrestling. Gronk is a physical, athletic phenom. We already know what him and Brady are capable of, but imagine what him and Brady will be able to accomplish in Tampa Bay with an even more high-powered offense backed by Bruce Arians. Although some people may believe that Gronk is past it, if he is able to stay healthy, it is not out of the question that he becomes one of the league's top tight ends again. He may not be the most likely candidate to win Comeback Player of the Year in 2020, yet he would not only be my favorite player out of any on this list to win the award, but would also be the most entertaining player on this list to win it. With that said, I had to put Gronkowski as my number 1 comeback candidate for 2020. Now that you've reached the end of my video, I want to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe as it helps my channel out, and check out my other videos on my channel. Also, you can follow my Instagram, the link is in the description down below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, see ya.